Hey, welcome to Neversink Farm. We're in the wash station and greenhouse sort of combo. And I want to go over lighting the tank mounted blade. Because it's a very important, if you haven't lit a flame leader before, even if you've done that, let's just go through it. It's worth the time. So there's really a few components you need to be thinking about. One is the squeeze valve, the other is the regulator, and then the tank. Right? Those are three different dials. The tank being on, the regulator pressure, and the squeeze valve. So we're going to go through each one of those so you understand how to get this thing correct, because you want to keep it at the right heat. You don't want it too high, too low, so that it works perfectly. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is go over the squeeze valve. And so there's a black pin in the back, and that will turn the pilot light on and off. And you want to set that while this lever is not depressed. So it wants to be open, and that's how you'll adjust the pilot light. The regulator is adjusted while it's depressed, right? Because it's going to be letting the propane through this pipe, through this valve, and out the flame blade, out the flame leader. When it's depressed, that's full propane based on your regulator. Okay? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the tank. Make sure this is down, right? Dial it down, right? So you want to make sure you decrease it, okay? Right? And you'll see the decrease. Okay? It'll be counterclockwise. Okay? You want to make sure that's low. There's no reason to keep it up on high. Okay, but right now it's going to be on pilot when we light it. Alright, so opening the tank. You should be able to hear it. And light it with a torch. Okay? Just like that. Okay? Now you see that's just pilot, okay? And that's adjusted with the squeeze valve, right? So if I turn it down or I turn it up, okay, that's pilot. But pilot should be very low, okay? Very low, like nothing. There shouldn't be any heat coming off of it, right? It should just be very low. See that? Okay? Should be able to put your hand up here. No heat really, okay? And it shouldn't be hurting anything on the flame weeder tube or anything like that. You got to grab everything and it's cold, right? Because you have a very low pilot. That's the pilot that's controlled by that black piece through the brass knob, okay? And turning it clockwise will turn it down. Turning it counterclockwise turns it up. But as I said, you want it really low because this is only for transport or lighting, right? Because you want to light it at a very low flame, right? You want to make it easy to light, okay? And so, see how the tank is wide open, okay? Tank is open, but you see it's not affecting that because it's on pilot. Okay? So I'm going to close it down again. I'm going to show you how to light it again. Okay? Right? So closing that down is going to stop the flow of propane from the tank. Okay? You're going to turn that back on. Okay? And then when you go back to light it anytime, because you can set it and forget it, the pilot light. Okay. See? This lights it up. And that's just on pilot. Okay, nice and low. Okay, remember, nice and low. Okay, now we're going to set the on position. So that's when you pull the squeeze button. Okay, that's going to be done through this. So you hold it. The flame weeder is killing just germinated wheat. That's it. Can't kill anything underground. So high heat is just a waste of propane and it's going to destroy your flame weeder. The biggest problems I see with flame weeders, 99% of the time, is running them too hot. I'm talking like, forging a sword hot. And it doesn't need it because 160 degrees will kill weeds. 160 degrees is just 40 degrees higher than your shower hot water. It's not a lot of temperature. And if you see weeds wilting when you flame them, it's too hot. I know that sounds weird because we all like to watch them die, but that's too hot. About a half an hour to 40 minutes later, the weeds should shrivel up and die. Right? It takes that long for it to happen. Okay? So you just get low, not hot. We're right above the weeds. We got complete bed coverage. We don't need it flaming hot. All right, next time you come over, you just light it right up. Okay, just like that. Boom. Okay, low pilot. And it's so much safer to light it with a pilot. Yeah, no other flame weeders really have a pilot, right? Very important to set that correctly so that you're lighting it with this little tiny flame, okay? And now, this was already set last time. Nice. Make sure your blade is facing forward, not straight up and down or back. It should be facing forward, okay? Okay, just like that. Forward, at an angle towards the ground, forward. Nice and long. And then you're good. Okay? So, thanks for watching. Start killing those weeds.